Let me tell you a truth most men will never understand until life has already taught them the hard way. It's not about the clever things you say to a woman. It's not about crafting the perfect pickup line or memorizing a list of charming phrases. It's about something far deeper, something most men never pay attention to. It's about what you make her feel about herself when she's in your presence. Not when you're texting her. Not when you're trying to impress her. But when she's physically there, breathing the same air as you, feeling the energy you bring into the space. Because words fade. Even the most beautiful sentences eventually get lost in the noise of daily life. But feelings? Feelings stay. They attach themselves to memory. They anchor moments. And most men waste their chance to create those moments because they rely on hollow compliments, throwaway lines that feel empty the second they leave their mouth. Nice smile. Pretty eyes. You're gorgeous. Sure, they sound nice, but they don't reach her. They don't sink in. They don't touch the part of her that actually matters. But the right compliment, delivered with intention, in the right moment, can hit her like a secret she didn't even know she needed to hear. It's not just flattery. It's not just charm. It's a mirror you hold up to her soul, showing her something she might have forgotten about herself. And when you can do that, you become unforgettable. When you tell her, you see things in a way most people don't, you're not speaking to her beauty, you're speaking to her mind. In a world that constantly reduces women to their appearance, this kind of recognition feels like oxygen. Think about it. From the moment she wakes up to the moment she sleeps, she's surrounded by superficial admiration. You're hot. You're beautiful. I love your hair. None of it requires effort. None of it shows that the man truly sees her. But when you speak to her perspective, when you acknowledge her angle on the world, you're telling her, I value the way you think. And that's rare. Because here's the truth. Many women feel invisible in their intelligence. They've been taught to smile, to look good, to be agreeable, but not to let the full weight of their mind be seen. When you cut through that and recognize her insight, you're not just making her feel noticed, you're making her feel valued beyond the surface. And she will remember you because you reminded her of herself in a way she didn't expect. When you tell her, you make people feel comfortable just by being around them, you're speaking to her presence, her energy, the way she affects the room without even trying. You're letting her know that she has the rare power to bring peace just by showing up. And here's the thing, most people never hear this about themselves. They're told they're talented, attractive, successful. But rarely are they told, you make people feel safe. That's not just a compliment. That's an acknowledgement of a gift. A gift most women don't even know they have until someone reflects it back to them. This isn't flattery, it's nourishment. You're not inflating her ego. You're speaking to the part of her soul that craves to be seen for something deeper. And that's where desire starts to grow, not in the shallow rush of attraction, but in the quiet realization that you understand her in a way most men never will. Telling her, you're more powerful than you realize, is not something you throw into casual conversation. You wait for the right moment. You wait until she's talking about something heavy, her doubts, her struggles, her fears, and then you drop it with calm certainty. This works because almost every woman carries silent battles she never talks about. She questions if she's enough. She wonders if she's too much. She struggles to find the balance between being strong and being soft. And when you reflect her strength back to her, not by trying to fix her or save her, but by simply recognizing it, she feels both seen and respected. That's magnetic. It builds trust. It creates depth. It makes her wonder, how does he see me like this? When you tell her, there's something about you that makes silence feel good, you're creating a moment most people are too afraid to have. In a world addicted to noise, where silence feels awkward or tense, you're telling her she doesn't have to fill the space with words. She doesn't have to perform. She can simply exist, and you'll still enjoy her presence. That's rare. And rare is unforgettable. This kind of compliment builds intimacy without effort, because it tells her she's enough even in stillness. When you tell her, you don't try to be different. You just are, you're speaking to her authenticity. Every woman is trying to figure out who she really is beneath the expectations society places on her. She's wondering if she's too loud, too quiet, too bold, too soft. This compliment tells her she's perfect exactly as she is. That her difference is not a performance, it's her truth. And when you see that, you're separating yourself from the noise of men who only notice her curated image. You're saying, I see the you behind the mask. Saying, you'd be dangerous if you ever realized how beautiful your mind is like handing her a key to a door she didn't know existed. It's a compliment that sounds like a warning, but it's really an invitation to step into her own power. Most women hear that they are smart. Few hear that their intelligence is a weapon they haven't fully unleashed yet. This line makes her curious about what you see in her. And curiosity? That's the hook that keeps you in her thoughts. Telling her, "You remind me of someone I haven't met yet," is both poetic and mysterious. It suggests something inevitable, like your connection was meant to happen long before it actually did. It makes her feel known and unknown at the same time. It plants a question in her mind that she can't quite answer, and that's what makes it linger. And when you finish with, "You walk like you own the story no one else has read," you're not just complimenting her confidence, you're acknowledging the depth, the mystery, the untold chapters in her life. You're showing her that you respect the parts of her that can't be put into words. And that is how a man with quiet strength leaves an impact, through awareness, stillness, and words that land like a whisper but feel like thunder. If even one of these lines made you think, "I've never said that before," then you've already started to level up. It's not about memorizing them, it's about understanding the intention behind them. To see her in ways most men never do. To speak to the parts of her she's forgotten. To honor what's real. That's what makes you unforgettable.